Isso, Malaka. Let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. Oh, welcome to the Malaka podcast. Computer Love, part 38.
Single men are much happier than most people think. In fact, being single is such a relief for most men once they release themselves from that cultural paradigm that they need to have a woman in their life in order to be considered relatively happy. Well, the truth could not be further from the paradigm that we're living in. Men are much happier on their own without a woman in their lives, especially these days. Men right now, even approaching a woman is a very risky proposition. There's a relatively good chance that whatever you do is going to result in you either being canceled or turned into somebody's TikTok meme or being accused of being a creep or a predator. So why even bother? I mean, there's just way too much risk and way too little reward for most men to justify getting into a serious relationship with a woman. I would suggest that not only is it a bad idea for men to do this, but I think that men will ultimately be way happier on their own when they find their own path and they let go of this idea that they need to have a woman in their lives. Women are much more trouble than they're worth. Now, if you're a man and you're married and you've got a woman in your life, I hope it works out for you. But for those of you who have not found a woman and you feel like you need to, I want to offer this to you as an opportunity to give life a different thought, have a different perspective. Consider the possibility that not having a woman in your life is a blessing, and the opportunity for happiness for you is just as great or greater than any married man could be.
I think he's gay. That's just me. Listen, allegedly, I think this guy might be gay. I'm just saying, all the clues are there. I mean, if you watch the video, you can see it online here. His name's John Griffin on YouTube here. Why single men are happier than you think. Now, he does raise a lot of good points. I'm going to get to those in a little bit. But if you watch this video, okay, I mean, first of all, like he's just walking by himself with two dogs, and I'm assuming he has a drone. Which I listen. I know a lot of people have drones. They do a lot of cool shit with them. Whatever. They transport things into prisons. But there's a whole creepy kind of X-Files opening intro to unsolved mysteries theme going here. I'm just saying. I mean, and again, I don't know this guy's sexual preference, but he sounds a little light in the Timberlands, as a Tony Soprano would say. But the point is, okay, let's assume this guy's not gay. Okay, I'm just throwing that out there. I mean, I mean, he looks like like one quarter of Oasis. The point is, I mean, he's right in many ways, Also, I wanted to point out that, like, not a lot of straight men know what a paradigm is. Even I had to look it up. And it's a concept when you're trapped in a loop, which basically sums up online dating. Now, I don't know if he's going to talk about online dating. I don't know. I kind of got creeped out when I don't know, they showed the overview there of where the stream is and where I don't know, some bodies might be there. I don't know. It's got a whole kind of Yellow Jackets kind of vibe. If you watch that show, I mean, my God, between this video and Yellow Jackets, none of us guys may never find like a decent woman again. But again, I'm just fucking around, guys. Okay, but the truth of the matter is, yeah, I mean, maybe it's not relating to online dating, but it kind of is. I got a feeling this guy definitely has tried online dating. That's just me. That's just my opinion. But you can't blame him. I mean, I don't know. Now, I don't know. Maybe he's confused about a lot of things. Again, that's his thing, not mine. I got nothing against that. I live in Toronto, Ontario, Canada. All right. You want to fall in love with a guy and then a girl and then fall in love with a guy again and I don't know, dress up as a cat and I don't know, fuck someone who's dressed up as a chipmunk. That's up to you. But the point is, just be happy with yourself and that's that. All right, plain and simple. But at the same time, yeah, I mean, us guys, man, we're frustrated, man. I mean, I think a lot of the shit has to do with online dating. Again, I didn't listen to the rest of the shit, but I'm assuming he's tried it, and a lot of guys probably feel like this too, where you try online dating for a long time, and you're like, holy fuck, like, is it gonna get any better? Is it gonna get worse? Like, am I gonna end up in the fucking woods like this guy? I mean, who knows? But the point is, you just keep moving on. All right, and it's true. I mean, a lot of guys are better off with out women. They're better off with guys. But no, but in all seriousness, yeah. I mean, some people got just not just guys. Women too. Yeah, I mean, sometimes you got to be on your own for a while just to figure out shit. And then along the way, you go online, you see what's out there, you test the waters, and that's it. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? I mean, that's it. But the whole woods thing, I don't know. It still creeps me out. I don't know. Maybe he's from Vancouver. I don't know. Who knows? I mean, every time you watch a movie or TV show, they always tape shit. In the woods up here. It's cheaper. I don't know. Who knows? But point is, ladies and gentlemen, just I mean, maybe this guy's a little frustrated. But don't be that frustrated. Okay? Don't. Women are awesome. All right. I'm only speaking from a guy's point of view. I mean, I think they're pretty awesome. Sure, they drive you nuts. Of course they do. They're supposed to. They're women. They don't. I mean, they're not supposed to make you feel comfortable all the time. Of course, they're women. Sometimes they make you food, and you're like, fuck. Should I? Should I tell her cooking sucks or, and I'd rather fuck her sister? No, of course not. I mean, you're thinking it, but you don't actually say it, unless it's your birthday and I don't know, you feel, you take a couple puffs of, and, you're feeling lucky, maybe. I mean, who knows? I mean, where am I going with this? Oh yeah, online dating. So yeah, online dating, you got to, I don't know, I trail off there. I don't know. You just got to take your time with it. So, but I thank you guys for taking the time to listen to this podcast, this brilliant, beautiful podcast. And, to my 3 listeners out there, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. I hope one of them is not a stalker. I don't know, because, I don't know. If anybody that knows me, this body was not meant for running. So, I don't know, I can't really escape easily. But the point is, just take your time. No rush. That's all. If you want to go for a walk in the woods with your dogs, go for it. But just be careful, huh? That's all. Watch out for the drones. I don't know. Ask New Jersey. Anyways, so I talked to this one woman here. And I don't know. It's just, things were fine, but she seems like one of these women that, I'm going to take the Mexican factor out for a second. We're going to get to that in a bit. But I don't know. Maybe jokes don't translate, to her or over here as well. Or I don't know. Like she's trying to, I guess, maybe she's trying to make a joke about Italians and shit. And, being a proud Italian myself, half Italian. That's right. Half Greek, half Italian. Only child. Holy shit. I'm still convinced. I don't know. I wasn't the first. I don't think the first few made it. But the point is, yeah, I don't know. Someone makes fun of my culture. We're gonna have a problem. So she did that, and I wasn't really feeling it, And And then I don't know, maybe I said something back. I don't know, maybe I said some things. I don't know. But, but then she's like, please explain to me. I'm a believer that we create our reality, and everyone has their own perspective. I never meant to disrespect and asked you to read between the lines because after listening to your podcast yesterday, oh, sweet, I got a listener. I realized what a brilliant mind you had and complimented you this morning. I know I talk too much, but damn, Mike is hiding from me. I don't know what that means, but thank you for the compliment. I mean, that was a nice one. That's you know, I might have a fourth listener. This is awesome. No need for timeout. Sorry for misunderstanding, Senor. That's a Spanish for Mister, I believe. Have fun on everything you do. All the best. You have one of the nicest energies. I would not want to affect it at all. Ciao, bye. That's like saying bye twice, right? I mean, what's the point there? But again, like because I'm gonna explain to me how you give such an awesome compliment and then just say, well, good luck in your search. Bye. Uh, like, what am I missing here, guys? Like, I don't understand this. I don't know. I don't understand. I get it. We all got problems communicating and all that, and but my God, I mean, like, is it really this hard to, like, whatever happened to just telling someone to fuck off? You know what I mean? Like, you don't have to give me the whole speech. Just say, hey, buddy, you're a fat bald idiot. Fuck off. That's it. That if you could do that, that'd be great. That I would respect that a lot more. But don't butter me up and then just throw me out the door. I mean, my God, what is up with that? That is such a tease. Why would you want to do that? Why? And then here's the funny thing, ladies and gentlemen. So, like, she does this to me, right? And she disappears for a bit. And then, I don't know, maybe I smiled at her again online. I mean, who the fuck knows? I don't know. I'm not looking at every fucking profile. Shut up. You're not either. But, and then she goes, oh, you came back on the app, And then I go, well, you're texting me again, and I wasn't quite sure. I knew who it was. I found out later on it was the same person, but I mean, she did first message me LOL, which I didn't have the number on my phone anymore. I'm like, what's so funny? And she says, we're not compatible. I just had to appreciate your taste. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, has this ever happened to you, having a stalker and someone clearly liking you, but they can't admit they like you because they have to have all the power, and it's a whole weird, really weird thing. And again, I'm not trying to stereotype any certain people out there, but my God, Mexicans are feisty, man. Jesus. And why are you stalking me? I asked her, and I said, who is this? Because I wasn't sure who it was yet. I'm laughing and she's laughing, too funny. And no worries, just had to say gracias once again, senor. And, I'm like, so you're not interested in me and yet you keep texting me and you won't say who you are and you think this is normal. And then she sends me a pic and then I'm like, okay, yeah, I remember the psycho senorita. And, she keeps asking me all these questions. And I hate when people like ask questions, or like I ask questions and then they never answer them. So I go like, yeah, you answer my questions, I'll answer yours, And then, she goes, no one is normal. Everyone is unique and makes it weird. All right. She's laughing, emoji there. But why are you messaging someone that you're not interested in? And I told her, you seem very angry and spiteful. She goes, I'm super sick, though, got some virus from my kids. Again, just, trailing off in her own little world. It's okay. I thought it was nice of you liking my dating profile and wanting to connect. Uh, Jesus. And then I said, again, this has nothing to do with what we're talking about. I mean, she's in her own little world here. And she's like, I'm not ungrateful at all. I just want to wish you all the best. And I'm like, okay, this is like a little far-fetched here. Whatever happened to you in your life, it's not me. It's your mass at. I, Jesus, even I didn't know what I said there. Maybe I was trying to make no mas joke or something. I don't know. I forgot. It's a power thing, and it's pointless to do this with me. And she said, I'm not sure I'm following you. Yeah, no shit. My gratitude was for showing interest in my profile. I'm not interested in anything other than that and wishing you well because I have no resentment as you think. Yeah, sure. You are quite a human. I don't know what the emoji is. It looks like some kind of cloud, I guess. That's the problem. Your obsession with me is not healthy at all. I'm not interested in you at all. I keep telling her this. And yet you keep bugging me and going on with your bipolar rants. You need to get help. All right. And then she finally fucked off, thank God. But, and then I messaged her Ola just to be on the safe side, maybe just in case you didn't understand what I was saying. But the point is, ladies and gentlemen, again, like if someone tells you, to fuck off, just fuck off. You know what I mean? I get it. We didn't click, whatever. Whoop-de-fucking do. That's fine. But the point is, just is there any chance that we could just, not hold a grudge and, if I smile at you twice, I mean, Jesus, can you fuck off once? Just, let it be. That's all. That's all. That's all I ask. So again, don't be obsessive with one person or, be more obsessed with your multiple personalities and just try to, get help. Okay. I get it. I get it. I don't get it. But the point is just, you got to move on. Huh? Don't get obsessed over one person. It's not healthy. Okay. That's all. That's all. Mexicans. They're so hot though. I mean, the fat asses alone. I mean, Jesus. So I was talking to this other woman here. Things were, they were going okay actually. I mean, she's telling me, she lost a lot of weight, and I mean, I've been feeling it all into her head, but she's telling me about her cousin's birthday party or some shit. I don't know. And, we had arrangements to meet one day, but I told her, I wasn't sure if I was free both days or whatever. It turns out I was. And I'm like, let's meet on the one day, and then she's like, oh, no, I'm busy that day. And I know for a fact she said she wasn't busy that day. No big deal. I'm just, okay, if you're busy now, then whatever. So I told her, I said, you said you're free both days, but whatever, it's cool, the next day's still cool, and then she says, bye, I'm like, well, bye for what? I'm still here. Like, I don't know. That's another thing too. I don't know. People got to stop saying goodbye. Like, I don't know. Like, this isn't, like, I mean, you're no queen, sweetie. I mean, Jesus, you can't just treat people like shit and just say bye, peasant. I mean, I'm still here. I'm not going anywhere. Like, what the fuck, And I'm just wondering, like what the hell's her problem, And she's like, well, you called and asked me on the date. You said you were busy, and that Sunday would be the day. I can't do this. You're blunt and you're rude. I can't do this. Take care. She said I can't. So clearly you could tell like this woman's been through some shit. You know what I mean? So I mean, I don't know. Probably with an ex or something, maybe being demanding, maybe her guard's up, who knows? But I mean, it was a very simple thing about a day, and even before she was weird. Like she sent me this weird picture, and clearly it's like one of those books that are fake. It's called I don't know. It looks like one of those romance novels, and it said the tit suffocator. which is ironic because I mean, looking at her was like looking at a surfboard, you know. But and yes, I know what you guys are thinking. No, she wasn't Chinese, but still, it was weird. It just came out of nowhere, and I don't know, like you know, I even told her like they're not even that big, you know. She's like, good point. Yeah, and we'd have a good laugh or whatever, but I don't know. It's just she seemed a little off, you know what I mean? Like, but. I don't know, like, you know, like in the end, like, guys, you gotta understand something. Like, we put up with like a lot of shit, you know, and you know, so far these girls that I've talked to you about so far, I mean, this is probably why the guy ended up in the woods. But the point is, you know, some people just gotta learn how to, you know, like I hate people that can, you know, tell jokes all day, but you call them on their shit and you make fun of them, they freak out and they go, whoa, 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 what's your problem? I'm like, you've been making fun of me the whole time. And like, I'm just defending myself. So, you know, shut the fuck up and relax. If you can't dish it, don't take it, you know? So, but clearly you could tell this woman has definitely been through something, you know, in her past, whatever, with an ex, maybe being, quote unquote, you know, suffocated. But it's sad to see that. I mean, some people, yeah, you will meet a lot of damaged people on here. They probably figure out it's like a cheat code going online and finding somebody, but you know, but I don't know. We're the ones that gotta fucking pay for it. I mean, Jesus. But yeah, it's pretty crazy. But sometimes you don't even meet someone who is you know, crazy in your country. Sometimes you just get a random number. And again, I don't know if this was from a site I was doing or this is a crazy. And I looked up the area code 786, and it's Miami, Florida. You know, because we all know you know, nothing but normal people come out of there. And then I just get a random text. You know, like it just says, "Hey, let's meet at the brewery on a coming weekend." I'm like, "Who is this?" She says her name. I go, "Who?" And she says her whole name, you know, but it's one of those names that it's two first names, you know, so I already you smell bullshit. And I'm like, okay, you know, I'm like, oh, of course it is, you know, how can I miss this? And then she's like, okay, I think you get back your memories. Will you come, Wayne? 3 question marks. I'm, you know, Gretzky. So 7 p.m. Don't be late. I'm like, sure, no problem. You know, she's like, okay, gotcha. You know, and I was just curious to see who the fuck this is. Maybe I've talked to somebody and I forgot what they looked like, whatever. I'm like, where's your pick? You know, she's like, why do you need a pick? I'm like, because I don't know who you are and I want to know who the fuck this is. And she's like, what? Are you playing with me? Aren't you Wayne? You know, and I'm like, do I look like number 99? 4 question marks back, which, you know, how the fuck can you not know who Wayne Gretzky is? Jesus, you know. I'm like, what are you, the Riddler? You know, and she's like, tell me now. I'm reporting this number. You got 5 minutes. As you like, looser. You know, again, the grammar is perfect. I go, huh, you mean loser? LOL. And that's it. She disappeared. So again, sometimes you just get a random, you know, number, you know, because, you know, because people in Florida, you know, they seem to have it together. But yeah, it's just, holy shit. Like, my God, you want to give people the benefit of the doubt. And again, I've said this before and I'll say it again. You know, I don't condone scamming people, you know, but at the same time, try to make it believable, you know, like put a little bit of effort into it, you know, is that so much to ask? Really? So I talked to this one person, and you know, yeah, it seemed like a good little rapport here. And then I asked her, "What makes you happy?" And she said, "Money." I'm not saying she's a gold digger, but what I am saying is, if you're a bipolar rapper and you think the best idea to win people over, especially the Jews, is to make a t-shirt with a swastika on it and sell it for $20, my God, you have fucking problems. The point is, you know what? Like, at least she was honest. I mean, she, you know, I don't know. I mean, there's a part of me that's like, you know, wow, that's she just came out and said, and there's a, you know, another part of me that says, fuck off, bitch. And you know, it is what it is, you know? Online dating. Sometimes, ladies and gentlemen, you just talk to someone and they just, I don't know, they just say something funny. So this person I'm just talking to, seems, whatever. I'm like, how's, the dating site treating you? She's like, good morning. I'm like, that bad, huh? And then she sends me two laughing emojis and she says, well, the last guy wouldn't date, in quotations, me if he didn't know the length of my pubes, and only if I promised to never shave again, anywhere. I couldn't make this shit up if I tried. All within the first 10 minutes of chatting. Delete, delete, delete. Hope your Monday is going well. I have a cleaning company for 8 years and it's a good, productive day. I really wish I got to know her more. I really wish she could tell me more stories. And cleaning company, lots of pubes. I'm sure there's a good joke there. But the point is, yeah, guys, can we? This is making us all look bad here. You know what I mean? So, again, listen, I grew up with like '80s, Playboy. It kind of looked like Malice in the Palace, Ben Wallace. And then, we had the landing strip for a while in the '90s, and then, all of a sudden, I don't know, in the thousands, everybody looked like Mr. Clean. So, it's cool. I get it. If that's your preference, whatever, it's fine. Me, it depends on, I don't know, the woman, whatever. It's all good. Listen, in the end, it's your hair, do what you want. I mean, like either way, you're going to have more hair than I have. So, but the point is, my God, my God. But sometimes you talk to a woman and you can tell like they're just frustration, as you can't tell from all these other stories I've told you. But when, a person I just asked, like, what are you looking for? And she goes, I need depth, not dick. I'm looking for something more than sex. Listen, women have told me, they get dick pics and all this shit. And yeah, I mean, some women are just straight up in their profiles, like no, friends with benefits, no, sex on the first date, the pubes got to be trimmed. No, I'm just kidding. But, I mean, you could feel the frustration from a lot of these women and you can't blame them. I mean, really, like, it's fucking crazy, man. I mean, my God. I mean, I'm on behalf of all of us, man. I'm sorry. Listen, sex is important to me too, but I want to go out and, get to know you, movies, dinner, and, all that good shit. And that's it, man. But, hey, I just, like the redhead said in American Pie there, you got to preheat the oven before you stick in the turkey. I mean, just take your time, huh? Holy fuck. And another thing that we should absolutely stop doing is, and this goes for everybody, the guys, girls, both. Stop putting up disturbing pictures. Like, I get it. There's people out there that love, horror movies more than the average person. I don't know if it's a way to scare people right off the bat, or I don't know, to tell people you're tough, or I don't know, you can put up with a lot of shit. But I don't know, most women I talk to, I always say, oh, I'll watch anything, but nothing scary. But some women, they don't give a fuck. I mean, they will fuck Freddy Krueger in the furnace room anytime, any day. But this one woman, she puts up, a picture of herself there. Then the next picture is immediately good old Mike Myers. And not the lovable Canadian that we all know, and that is very dear to my heart and all Leaf fans. It is the the good old Halloween Mike Myers, and he's looks like he's literally reaching out and trying to kill the person there. I believe it's from the fourth poster, the one with the girl there dressed up as a fucking mime, and he's holding a knife and he's looking down at her, and she's ready to kick some ass, and the whole fucking thing is disturbing. This whole process of online dating is disturbing, ladies and gentlemen. It just never fucking ends, ever. Ever. And it probably never will. I mean, with the, between me talking about the psycho killers and, guys taping themselves in the woods, it's just never going to end. It's not. But who cares? Do we not enjoy a good story? Exactly. So, ladies and gentlemen, this has been another beautiful, scary, fucking, I don't know. I think if you own more than one dog, I think someone's got to raise some questions. Segment of Computer Love, Part 38.
Speaking of characters, I've always wondered, Mike, what's it like when you share the same name as a very famous horror movie character?
So, I didn't grow up as a public person, like I grew up in a very working class house in Toronto, and I get on Saturday Night Live, which is exciting, and then I go to cash a check from NBC Saturday Night Live. I went way back when to the Chemical Bank. I don't know if you remember that. And the cashier said, "Michael Myers, you're not going to kill me, are you?" And I was like, so I'm on a TV show, and the name of a mass murderer, fictional though he might be, has already happened. But surprisingly, people don't remember the Michael part as much. They tend to remember the Mike part. It was kind of a really just grateful to be on Saturday Night Live.
I mean, and look at the career you've had. Unbelievable. You make me, as a Canadian, very proud.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.